said it's going to sell at more expensive than what was imported. Everybody's asking it. But most importantly, the marketers are saying they may stick to importing petrol from outside the country because of, there is so much confusion as it relates to the price of PMS. There's so much confusion, they say. They are saying that until Dangote Refinery reels out how much it sold to NNPCL, then they may not be looking at buying from that refinery. They also said that there is about 50 million, 50 million liters consumption every day here in Nigeria, and they don't think it is safe to allow Dangote Refinery or one local refinery meet the needs or the consumption of the entire country. But what do you make of it? It looks like the marketers are not happy. It looks like the petrol situation will not stabilize anytime soon. You had my conversation with Dr. Obele yesterday, but we've had more people come out to talk about it. We've had more people come out to say, no, this is not the way. For instance, Femi Falana has come out to say it's illegal for NNPCL to set a price in a free market economy, so to say, because with the Petroleum Industry Act, then it's a free market. You cannot fix prices. Now, could it be that the federal government is still doing under recovery? Because Dangote Refinery yesterday, I mentioned, did explain that they bought the crude oil. Remember, they got some from Brazil, some from they got a few from NNPCL, yeah, but they got majority of the 6 million or 7 million barrels from outside of Nigeria, and they're saying we bought it in dollars, and so we're going to sell it at the rate we bought it so we can make profits, because it's supposed to be a profitable business. But how is this affecting the common man? Because the government at the federal level, the government at the state level are yet to talk about implementing the minimum wage. I wonder if the minimum wage still has value given the recent events in the petroleum industry, in the petroleum sector. My goodness. I want to get your thoughts on that one. One of the big trending stories has got to do with that, the petroleum sector. But maybe I should just read a little bit from a Daily Post that has the caption, the article has the caption, "Fuel price hike. Marketers give conditions to buy Dangote petrol." And the I import. Yes, they are in import. So I'm going to go to the part where in that article they interviewed the Petron president, Billy Gilisari, who called for absolute transparency in the oil and gas sector. Now, according to him, the Dangote refinery needs to come open to stakeholders on the exact price of its petrol as a prerequisite for marketers to purchase the product. Now, I'm going to quote a scene on the Daily Post. Dangote refinery should tell us what price it is selling its petrol, since NNPCL has given its selling price. We should be able to know exactly what price that is coming from Dangote refinery petrol to us. We should know how NNPCL will deal with us. As it is now, we are standing in limbo. All right. And like he said, it is worrisome, because if they are selling, and I think I asked the question yesterday, and I'm going to throw it out there again today. If they are selling at 960, for instance, here in River State, how much will the marketers, that's NNPCL retail outlets, right? What would be the buying price for marketers, owners of filling stations? What would be the buying price? And if they buy, and like I said yesterday, I don't think we have enough NNPCL retail outlets, to give out the product to the final consumer, you and I. That means some of us will still have to buy at, private filling stations, or basically stay in queues for days. So how much will these private filling stations buy petrol? Because now there is to talk about Dangote Refinery, rather NNPCL being the sole buyer from Dangote Refinery, even though I think a Pengasin stakeholder on Morning Crossfire today said that is impossible. It's not feasible for Dangote to be the sole purchaser of Dangote's petroleum or petrol product. Anyways, let's move on. I saw something. It's been trending from yesterday evening. It's a very interesting caption. If you go to the Daily Trust right now, it is a top story. And I think it is given the kind of news day that we have. Tinubu too rich to loot Nigeria's resources. And this is coming from the Minister of State for Youth, Ayodele Olawande. So for those of you who are saying, oh, the economy is too bad, the economy is in shambles, the economy is this, the economy is that, Ayodele Olawande is saying to you, calm down. Is it Festus Keham? No, sorry. Garabashe will say it. Is it becoming down? There's something we used to use as sarcasm at the time when Buhari was president. But anyways, he has come out to say, see, let's not make a big deal. Let's not make a mountain out of a molehill. This is not too serious a matter. Tinubu is too rich. He doesn't need Nigeria's money. He has it all. What he's doing right now is saving the country. According to Daily Trust, the article by Shenwa Deyu, it said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is an epitome of wealth with no interest to loot the country's resources. And this is according to the minister. It was quoted by Von, I think the Voice of Nigeria, to have said this at the Joint Union Negotiating Council's week of the Federal Ministry of Youth Development branch in Abuja. The minister urged Nigerians to be patient with Tinubu's administration, noting that in no distant time there will be positive changes. And I quote, I urge you to be patient with this administration. In no distant time the country will take a good shape and the lives of citizens will be transformed. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not a pauper. He is an acknowledged epitome of wealth, and so it cannot be said of him that he desires to loot the treasury of Nigeria. He has seen money, and as a result of this, he is not interested in looting the nation's treasury. A commercial break. I'll be right back. Just stay tuned. I got that wrong. There is no commercial breaks. I'm just going to go to my next big story. Apologies for that, by the way. Apologies for giving you wrong information. But I'm going to go to my last big story, and it's a big story from yesterday. It's recurring, and it's a plea to the security agents, the policemen, the military, intelligence officers. It's a plea. We would usually say that security is very instrumental if our economy in the States must thrive, right? We would always say that we need security for the economy to be robust and to be very active, and the young people benefit from it. In a country where things are not so stable, even the Minister for States or the Minister of State for Youth just acknowledged the fact that things are rough right now, but eventually things will be good. Nigerians should be patient. In such a system, in such a rough economy, the young people are trying to make something out of it, something positive, and yet there are these few people who make it really difficult for some young person to succeed. What am I talking about? Yesterday I told you a popular hype man in Port Harcourt here, who goes by the name Speech Hosford, was kidnapped sometime last week. I think exactly a week ago, on Tuesday last week. And after a brief communication with the abductors, we are yet to hear any other information. Now, we do not know if he's still alive. We do not know if something bad has happened, and it's a scary situation. It could happen to me. It could happen to any other person. And this is not activism. I beg your pardon. This is not activism. This is, just calling out for the right thing to be done. This is some kind of awareness to the security agencies and their agents, awareness to the people in government who swore to protect the lives and properties of Rivers people, the traditional rulers, and the people living in various streets and neighborhoods of Rivers State. This is the time when we come together and say enough is enough. We can't keep suffering our own. We can't keep stunting our own. I mean, if he becomes like a Burna Boy tomorrow, we will celebrate him, right? If he becomes like a Timaya tomorrow, we will celebrate him, right? And I wonder if Burna Boy was kidnapped like this and his whereabouts unknown for about a week. I wonder if maybe he would have been the worldwide celebrity he is right now. And so this is a call to the Commissioner of Police, I think CP Olatunji Disu, to please do something about this. Let's start gathering intelligence until we know where he is, who got him or kidnapped him, and do what is needful. Also, I'm going to make a plea to the kidnappers just in case they can hear me. I mean, I remember one time on this show we were just talking, and General Tubaba, late General Tubaba, called in on the show. I mean, he was listening, I guess, or someone he knows was listening and told him that we were talking about, his situation, and he called in. So if for any reason that the kidnappers are listening, this is a plea. We Rivers people, either by birth, either by association, either by whatever it is. We Rivers people, and this is a call. Let the young man be. Release him. I think it's never too late to do the right thing. You still have an opportunity to do the right thing. Please do release him so we can have our favorite hype man back and entertaining the young people here in Rivers State. And this is one of the reasons why the young talents always want to. I'm not saying Lagos is free of issues like this, but this is one of the reasons a lot of our young talents want to leave Rivers State. And we need to understand that the entertainment industry is a massive industry. It shares a lot of wealth. I mean, do you know how much the likes of Davido, Wizkid, Basket Mouth? Do you know how much they're worth? Do you know how much taxes they pay to the Lagos government, for instance? I mean, if we have such been built, we keep saying bring back Kanye Reeve, we keep having that consensus thought. But how do we bring it back when we have issues like this, when we have pockets of insecurity, pockets of kidnappings happening? And this is once again a plea to those who are perpetrating the act. You can be doing that to your fellow young people who are trying to get by just like you are trying to get by. So it's never too late to do the right thing. It's the bottom of the hour, and I'm going to open the phone line so you and I can get talking. These are my big stories. I told you not so much happening. Maybe you could add the fact that the president visited Maiduguri yesterday, but apart from that, not so much happening. So let's get the conversations rolling. The phone lines are open. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, and 0817-923-0007. First conversation has got to do with petrol. What is it like in your area? How much are you buying petrol for in your area? What is the hassle you have to go through? Okay, let him. Okay, what is the hassle you have to go through to get petrol? My second story. Tinubu to reach to loot Nigeria. What say you? And my third, for me, if you ask me, one of the most important. I mean, imagine if your favorite presenter, I don't know who that person is, was kidnapped. I don't think we will be silent the way we are. So let's come together as a community and rally behind Speech Hospital It's been out 8 days now and counting, and we are yet to hear a word. And it's scary, not just for the family, but for friends, for colleagues, and for other entertainers in Rivers. That I've got Ida. Ida, welcome. What is on your mind? Yeah, good afternoon.
The president is Importation. Canada, if your house will leak, Canada, the next thing, what is the next thing for you to do? It is to find a printer to make sure you buy zinc and that place you will not be dealing with again. I see every time that flood will come to Nigeria, that will bring that much to people. That thing that is bringing that flood, that has to stop it. So president visiting Borno, my brother, now they say that the market is done. At the best of people, but now in the marriage, they can stand up do something, not to go to the room. They can stand up do that, food, that much. Thank you very much, my lovely brother.
All right, thank you very much, Ida. Bride from Rumo Dumaya. Bride, welcome. Let's get your thoughts, please.
Thank you. Good evening.
Thanks to you.
Good afternoon, sorry.
All of the above, welcome.
My concern is the fuel price.
All right.
I think this morning from news station, I heard that it's 900, I think from Dangote Refinery. And my concern is Dangote coming into oil business. Before now, there's no product of Dangote that is affordable. Things affordable before now, like the Atlas, the Ibeto, I think they were just before Dangote came in. Because when Dangote came in, all these other cement factories or industries, we are no longer there. Today, how much are we buying cement? The same Dangote that sells cement to us for the that is 7,500 to 8,000. When you go to Ghana, Dangote also has industry there that produces cement. They buy cement 2,500 to 3,000. But the producer or the owner of the company is from Nigeria. That's another thing. So I don't know. Him being in business of oil, we will suffer more. After that,
I mean, no. Before you continue, Bride, he has the right to be in business of oil. Maybe the government should find other investors into the sector.
Sorry?
It's not. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes,
I said it's not his fault. It's not his fault or crime that he is into the petrol business. The government just has to make it more friendly for other investors to come into the sector.
Yes, when you talk about it's not his fault, who knows whether it's fault or not? But before now, we are not suffering like this. The fuel price was not up to this amount. The least we can go, maybe when the fuel is scarce or anything happens, it will not be more than 400-500. But today, we are buying fuel for 1,300 to 1,004 based on location. So for me, I believe it's because of him coming into oil business. That's what I think.
Oh, okay.
Then concerning the fuel price to minimum wage, the government, because I know the subsidies that Mr. President has received, most of those money, just as the President has said, there's no president that has given them allocation to compare with what President Tinubu is doing to them. So all of them have kept quiet.
All right. Bride, I've got to go.
Accepting the allocation that is coming from federal, which they will not pay.
All right.
How many months now? These are about 3 months. We are still suffering.
All right, Bride, thank you. I've got to go. Emeka is calling from Owerri. Okonkwo from Rumakota, please stay on the line. Emeka, let's get your thoughts.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Hey, good afternoon to you.
Canada, do we see actually who are those cabals in the island? I don't think we need to ask about that anymore.
How do you mean? Talk to me.
An individual is it Dangote in Nigeria? Since these people left us in the realm of speculation, we didn't continue to speculate. And I want to speculate now to say that it's like Dangote is not even the problem. It's Nigeria, cabal, so-called cabal. How can you produce crude in Nigeria, refine in Nigeria, and it's being crude over 1,000 something? Canada, how do you get from this kind of scenario? Crude is from Nigeria. Refined was refined in Nigeria, and the crude is being sold over 1,000 plus. Is that not? I don't know the word to use that it will be fair. On the issue of the president is rich. He will serve us well. And Canada, I thought it was online. I thought it was just a joke. See, in real sense, true, we discussed this yesterday. I have somebody 2 days ago. Tinubu would have been the best president Nigeria would have had. Why am I saying this? Tinubu is very rich. He run Lagos State for 8 years. Most of the governors in Southwest, he combined them from AD to AST. Most of these people he installed in the various governors of senators and Lagos State and others. They pay homage to him in envelopes. I don't think there's any richer position in Nigeria today that.
So what's your point? What's your point? I've got to go. What's your point?
Like him.
Yeah.
So just yet to see anything about accumulating any other money. I've tried to Nigeria before. But what we are seeing and what has happened in the last 1 year has not stated otherwise.
All right, Emeka, I've got to go. I've got to go. I get your point. It's the richest and he's supposed to have done better, but that's not the case. But I've got Okonkwo from Rumuokuta. Okonkwo, please go straight to the point, please. Thank you.
The man of the people.
Okonkwo from Rumuokuta, I greet you.
Happy New Tuesday from the Almighty God.
I wonder what that is, but let's get your thoughts quickly, please.
Yes, the man of the people.
I greet you.
During the time of Trump in America, there was a disastrous flood at Florida. And I believe that they did solid attention to prevent that flood. Since that time to now, we have not heard of it. Why is it that our own is this way? Every year we visit
the flood in America was a natural disaster. Nothing could have been done to stop it. I mean, I think it was hurricane. I can't remember the name of the hurricane, but there's nothing. Yes, for the one in Nigeria, maybe we could have done shore protection or built more dams. Yeah, but I just wanted to correct that. The one for America was a hurricane, and there was nothing or little that the government could have done. The American government could have done about that. Just so you know.
I totally disagree with you because the information was flawed.
But like I said, go ahead, please.
But I'm talking about why is it that our own is every year we visit the IB camp now to give a palliative to the flood victims every blessed year. Don't you think that wisely and philosophically that we should go for a solution to stop the flood from attacking our state and killing our people? Because last week there was information that came that about 30 persons have been killed by the flood within our country. Is there nothing that we can do to stop the flood? Or should we have the culture of visiting them every year as they suffer? Finally, your idea or your question, how do we battle to get fuel? To me, it was a provocative question because I suffer with my family members.
All right, Okonkwo, I've got to go.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I've got Andy, I'm sorry. Real Gift from Port Harcourt Township. Real Gift, welcome. Talk to me. What are your thoughts?
Good afternoon to you, Chief K.
Yes, Real Gift.
Thank you. Well, let me start from the bottom. You see, we were told in my community, and when you see somebody else or a family carrying a casket, you assume it's a fine furniture. But when it reach you, or when death reach you, and you want to use that, that's where you know that casket not be furniture. That is for the issue of the pockets of insecurity, especially that of the hype man you spoke about. It's really unfortunate that we now find ourselves in situations like this. Before now, every time that the government knew that night life, white life, blue life was going on smoothly in the city of Port Harcourt. So at what point did it generate to this level where you now even kidnap a hype man? And from what you've said, the family and friends don't gather 300,000 you collect up to now, you've not seen it.
According to blogs, yeah.
When you collect from people like me, who are hustlers, and you think our own hustle, now you're supposed to make you do your own hustle to move forward. What are we talking about here? Are we because of the condition of the country now economically? Bottom line, it's not just calling on the security agencies. even we, the individuals, and even those involved should realize that the cane used on the first wife is not thrown away. They reserve somewhere for the second wife.
All right.
So they should stay away from what they are doing now.
All right.
Thank you very much, Chief K.
All right, thank you very much, Real Gifts. Frank from D-Line. Frank, it's good to have you. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Batabo.
Oh, yeah, greetings to you, Frank.
Yeah, let me react on the comment made by the minister saying that President Tinubu does not need to loot our money, that he has money. That's not what Nigeria we are talking about today.
What are we talking about?
Is how Mr. President Tinubu will change Nigeria so that Nigerian people can see better. What is going on now is not something people will be talking about. The president is doing well. For now, our president is not doing well. Let us tell ourselves the simple truth. Go to sit and see how people are begging money, begging for food. The plate of food now is how much? For you to feed one family, and somebody is sitting somewhere and feeling happy as if the president is doing well. I'm not happy with the comment. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much, Frank. Frank, thank you. So while I'm waiting for calls to come in, I'm going to go to WhatsApp. Let's see what we have as messages on WhatsApp. Oh my, the WhatsApp is taking a bit to load. This one is from Simply Goodness. It says, the Calendar. It's a good thing that our... Oh my, I can't seem to... I think the network is stuck there. So I'm going to come here. Ken from Obumini, welcome.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Ken.
I want to add my voice on what the spokesperson of the president.
It's not the spokesperson. It's not the spokesperson. It's the minister, Minister of State for Youth.
Fine. I think the president beat his chest, telling us that this is his turn. I wonder why he decided to let us know that this is his turn. If he has money and did not come to loot, he should have by now give us what we need from him, just to commodity. Look at what is happening in the oil sector. How Nigerians are now hoping on Dangote's fuel or refinery. He should have used that his money to keep Nigeria in a good condition, where we know that yes, he is already with money and he has made the money. It is unfortunate for these leaders whom we are looking upward to give us all these bedroom, backyard, and buka authorities that will make that is fighting what will make this nation to tear apart. It is very, very obvious. A minister of that caliber will be telling us as if we don't know that the president has something in mind before
I'm trying to understand you though. When you said the president had something in mind, what do you mean? I'm lost really. I'm confused. I must say.
I want to fault the statement of the minister who said that the president did not come to loot. He should give the account of 4 billion naira every month, according to him, from the fuel subsidy.
But he has told you those monies are with the state governors. I mean, more monies have been given to the state governors. He said, he has explained that a couple of times.
Now that is by the way. Every year we are experiencing floods, and they will move for palliative. Let them use the money for palliative and make sure that they build that whatever thing that is causing it, if it is dam or whatever river they feel that is overflowing, to make sure that we will not experience this flood issue any longer. Thank you very much. Yes, again.
All right. All right, thank you. I've got Chima from GRA. Chima, welcome.
Thank you very much, Kalada.
All right, then.
Yes, the statement that the president did not come to lose, contrary to what economics says about humans. Economics states categorically that human want is insatiable.
You're a troublemaker. Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening.
human one is insatiable. So as such, that statement is incorrect. You understand? Because there's no human being, no matter how much wealth you have acquired, you need more. And that is exactly what is happening. Now, if you look at ever since the president has assumed office, presidents have been feasting while Nigerians are hungry. It is clear. When he assumed office initially, a wife told Nigerians that they have enough. They weren't coming to spend Nigerian money. Now, Canada, our president is using one of the highest cars, a bulletproof. You understand? That he did not use.
I mean, it's not the only president who does. It's not the only president who uses a bulletproof car. I mean, a couple of presidents do.
Canada,
Yes.
I didn't say so.
Okay.
I didn't say so. But a country like Nigeria, what we are passing through now, a president should not be driving such kind of vehicle. That's why Nigerians are talking. Nigerians are saying, if you say that we should sacrifice, why are you not sacrificing? Why are you feasting? So the minister coming to play a defense of trying to launder what have gone wrong is neither here nor there. Because economic has said categorically, no matter how many wealth the president has, the president needs more, and he's getting it. Because we are not being accountable when you look at what is happening in NNPC. Our National Assembly are not doing anything because they need to call the president to order, who is the Minister of Petroleum. I mean, you understand? NNPC is told Nigeria when he assumed office that subsidy is gone. So how come that NNPC is owing such amount and they call it another name on the recovery or whatsoever? So who told him to pay subsidy? So he has so many questions to answer. Minister should not play any defense role. I tell you, Canada.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Chima. And I think finally, Taria from Buguma. Do I have commercials? I need to confirm. But Taria, welcome. What is on your mind?
Canada.
Yes, welcome.
All right. Yeah, talking about the state of insecurity bedeviling our state and the nation in general. Just this afternoon, China Television. There was a book was written in honor of a retiring military general and a former chief of army staff and former minister of defense, T.Y. Danjuma, was chairman of the occasion. And T.Y. Danjuma expressed serious displeasure concerning our Nigerian service chiefs, that they are failing the nation, and that he does not want to hear any excuse. Absolutely, there should be. Apparently, told them, because most of them were there. Now, the security architecture has failed, and a situation where we hear chief of army staff, chief of defense, you hear they are strategizing and banditry. Now, the implication, Canada, is the incessant kidnapping. You understand? Discouraging foreign investors from coming to invest.
Taria, sorry. I wouldn't say incessant is the right word to describe, because yes, we have stories, 1 or 2, 3, maybe 10 stories of kidnappings here and there. We wouldn't say incessant, so we don't paint the state in such bad light. Yes, it happens, but not incessant like you try to paint it.
Let me retract that adjective. But Canada, on a daily basis, kidnapping is going on in various states. I guess you know that.
I agree with you.
All right. Okay, so this is insecurity because our people can no longer go to sell their farm. And so that is one of the factors responsible for the hyperinflation we're experiencing. We are looking at the dollar exchange rate and petrol increase hike in petrol. One factor is how many people are going to farm. Then oil theft, particularly in the Niger Delta area, as a result of our security agency inability to call the bunkering activity. So security is one thing the federal government needs to tackle, Canada, if we must have an headway. Thank you. God bless you.
All right. Thank you very much, Taria, there. I've got Clinton who's texting from Bori. Clinton, it's good to hear from you. What are your thoughts? Please tell me.
Canada, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Clinton.
Yeah, I would say that the statement of the minister is a very insensitive one.
Why would you say so? Why would you tell me? Tell me about it.
You don't come out to make such a statement. Were they alleging that the president was stealing money? What you should do as a minister is to come and buttress on the policies of the government and how they are going to provide solutions to the problems facing Nigerians. I'm not coming out to tell Nigeria that the president have enough money and he's not going to loot, and people are suffering. So I think it's very insist on this fact. Then going for on the issue of refinery, the clandestine moves by these people just to impoverish Nigerians is very unfortunate. And I think the president must take the bull by the horn and address the issue once and for all. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Clinton. I think it's time for us to look at messages. I'm going on Facebook now. Zephaniah John says Lagos environment is 80% free from kidnapping because there is no good road network where kidnappers can whisk away the victims easily. But life is somehow hard because of high cost of transport fare and house rent. Please, kidnappers, refrain from evil. And Newton Ikira says the big stories. He started with the marketers' conversation, and he said the executive sabotage. We, the people, are the losers. He went on to talk about Tinubu too rich to loot Nigeria's resources, and he said the other time we were told Barry was too poor to afford a presidential interest farm, so he took a loan from a bank. Nigerians cried to have the name of the bank. Mom was the word, but we all know it was a farce. This is the second person telling Nigeria that Tinubu is too rich to loot our funds. The first person to make this claim was his wife, Oluremi. Did Tinubu declare his assets as required by law? How much is he worth? What was he doing before he became who he is today? These people want to pull a wool over our eyes, but we know what we know. Just to say, Newton Ikira, just to say, I think they did feel that in that form that has to do with declaration of assets. I'm going to WhatsApp now. Let's see what we have there. This one says, do you know that just a few weeks ago, North Korea was ready to execute about 20 people because of flood-related issues, but Nigeria cannot ask an ordinary contractor about a project that he abandoned, Chris Onyenwei. Right, I don't know about that one. But he said the talk from the ministers and eye service talk very bad, and that's from Aminu. This one says if the president has so much money as the minister claims, or are making borrow Nigeria some amounts now so we can use it to come out of the woods. But you earlier said how much does Mr. Tinubu have before he became a governor in Lagos State? Our politicians think they're too smart, whereas they're not. Before President Tinubu became a governor, which company did he have? And how profitable was the company or business? They all rode on the back of the masses' wealth. Bernard from Port Harcourt with that one. And this one says, this says, good day, Mr. K. Batubo. Bola Tinubu too rich to loot Nigeria's wealth. I, Onetek Clinton West, disagrees with the minister's statement. President Tinubu's economic policy is not friendly to Nigerians. Nigerians are suffering, buying fuel more than 1,000 naira per litre. Tinubu is too rich. The refineries cannot work, and Nigeria is shaking on a daily basis. On Onetek Clinton West. And, Brian from Oyibo, let's not do that. Good afternoon, Canada. Dangote cement in Ghana is 86.95 Ghanaian cedis, which is equivalent to 9,000, 10,000 naira. So, what's your point? Hi, KDB. There is so much confusion in Nigeria amidst the ravaging hunger. Permit me to say, I can't permit to say that, but let's move on. You say, was Tinubu amongst the richest Nigerians before he became president? For someone to say he's too rich to loot Nigeria, and who says the richest man, if he's so to be called, cannot loot? Akos, who is in Bori, is asking. This one says, good afternoon, KDB. Tinubu too rich to loot Nigeria. The person who said that is not from Nigeria. It's your minister for sports, actually, no state. I think that lives in Jupiter because no Nigerian politician seeks elective office that has the good of the masses at heart. I am the sage in Rupoku. All right, so many messages and simply goodness. I was trying to read your message earlier. It says, it's a good thing that our indefatigable president visited Borno State. He should also get ready to visit other states that will be eventually affected by the flood, since the FG are doing nothing about it. I want to also add my voice to plead with the kidnappers of the hype man to release him unconditionally for peace to reign. Finally, for petrol. With the way things are going, we might buy petrol for 3,000 naira per litre, because the actors in the oil sector know that Nigerians will use or we'll just take everything hook, line, and sinker, complain, and we'll still buy. Welcome to the new Nigeria of renewed hope. Remember, our president is rich and doesn't need our money. Simply goodness from Alakai. Oh my goodness. And this one says, NNPCL are the Confucianists and troublemakers to the Nigerian citizenry, and Dangote is confused. All right. You didn't drop your name, but thank you nonetheless. News Unclear, I think I've read your message. I'm going to go to the next one. Enochromata Judge says, hello KDB, concerning your first big story, I cannot fuel my car again. No, I told my colleagues that this Dangote refinery thing will not work, and as much as crude remains the mainstay of our economy, the price will continue to go up. The more you look, the less you see. That's what the government of the day is dishing out to us. But Enoch, what if, I'm going to play the what if card yet again. What if, after the NNPCL starts selling to Dangote in Naira, the price then crashes? What if it does happen like that? What if, let's put that into perspective, right? I think I'm done with reading the messages. Lawrence Friday on Facebook says, Tinubu to reach loot Nigeria's resources, Minister of State for Youths. This is the same understanding that brought us into this trouble we're facing now. So I disagree with the minister. Let him allow Nigerians to suffer the hunger and stop telling us the story of Tinubu's reaches. Very hopeless. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Amechi Ezekiel, we try to put our rants in the best way possible. Very constructive arguments we make on the show, so I'm not going to read that one. But thank you nonetheless. Thank you. It's almost time for the business updates. I will have to step aside for a bit, and after that I'll come in and we'll talk some more. So please do stay tuned to 92.3 Nigeria Info. I am Kalada Kurubat, and it's always my pleasure. Remember, you can follow me on social media, DKalada, TheKalada. Good afternoon to you.